They're just trying to kill us, aren't they? They don't even care. This just feels like next level 17, like elevated 17. Hello Claire Bears, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. Folks, I'm sure you're wondering, where the heck have I been? Why didn't I upload this reaction like back in April? But I knew that this month was going to be absolutely bonkers for me. Work-wise, it's just been like absolutely bananas. And I knew that I was going to have very, very limited filming and editing time. So what I thought I would do is make the most of my time and wait for all 4 music videos for these 4 songs to come out, and then react to these songs and the videos at the same time and release them in one video. Because it takes a lot more time to edit 4 separate videos than to just put all of the reactions in one video. So I'm actually filming this intro after I finished all of the reactions. Normally it's the first thing that I film. So my first 2 reactions to the music videos for Maestro and LALALI were filmed a couple weeks ago. I think the day that LALALI came out. And on the day I'm filming this, the music video for Cheers to Youth just came out. And I also am reacting to Spell as well. I also have a cheeky little unboxing for you as well of the album to enjoy. So looking forward to you checking out this reaction. I hope you like it. And if you do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it, and then subscribe to my channel.
Flashback.
Hello Claire Bears, it's past LC. Well, I guess technically I'm always past LC when you see my reactions, but I'm even more past LC than usual. We are going to unbox the 17 is Right Here album, and this is the Here version, the HEAR version. Super cute that it has this like lid that keeps everything together, and it feels like I'm opening up like a dollhouse or something. So let's do that. Ta-da! So what do we got here? Holy guacamole. There's a whole whack of cards in here. So let's pull this out, and thank you whoever made this album design, because it's so hard to get the different parts of the album out. So this little thing that you can just go doop is very helpful. So what do we get? What do we got? Looks like we've got the CD on top, or both CDs. Next we have what I think is the lyrics. Yes, indeed. And then this we have like almost a mini booklet of photos. Looks like I got the hip hop team, and they're all kind of like staring up at the camera. Oh. Okay, we've got them for multiple teams. Now we have the performance team, and then of course the vocal team. And it looks like for each of the photos that 17 album is on the floor. And then we've got our photo book. Let's see if there's any standout images in here to me. Hoshi in the cat hat. Is he over his tiger era and now into cat era? S-Coop's also in his cat era. Oh, now we have like a little anthology of all of the... Sorry, that startled me. Some of my ice in my cup is melting. And then we have a poster, so let's look at it together. And here we go. Oh, look at this happy family collage. It's almost like a collage of photo cards, which is a cool concept. I like it. So all right, let's see what we've got in this envelope now. Oh, look at S-Coops. Do we have all of them in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. We do. So I guess that finally means that I have completed my 17 photo card set. I did not have an S-Coops photo card, nor did I have a Joshua photo card. So this is again my first. Same for Woozy. So I have a Woozy photo card now. Oh, that's weird. In the deck, it had the 8 before Mingyu. That's so bizarre. I think this is the first time I've ever seen something in the wrong order before. Oh well. And then what? This is so bizarre. So it was in the order of the 8, Mingyu, and DK. But we also have 2 bonus photo cards that I'm not looking at, starting with number 1. Oh, this is so cute. He looks so precious here. I might have to replace the one that's on my lights. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just totally saw it by accident before lifting it up. This continues my The 8 streak. I think I've pulled him for almost every single 17 album that I have. So let's now get to the reaction.
Later.
For today's beverage of the day, I have a strawberry lemonade peace tea that is hilariously large, and I also dropped it on the floor when I was at the store. Thankfully, this is not carbonated, but I feel like it would be hilarious if I just tried to drink out of this giant receptacle, so that's why I have this glass that I'm going to pour it into. So let's try it. Oh, this tastes sweeter than what I think something with 36 grams of sugar in this whole can would taste like. Like it hits you fast. Oh, but you know, it's tasty. But all right, folks, we're going to get started here with the Maestro music video, which as of the time I'm recording this came out 12 days ago and has 43, almost 44 million views. Folks warned me about Wanu in this, so I am preparing myself, especially based on the thumbnail and the whole like vampire thing he has going on. And I didn't want to wait for all of the music videos to come out before I filmed this because I'm just convinced I was gonna get spoiled somehow. Plus, I just didn't want to wait another 2 weeks, honestly. So looking at the wiki, it looks like Uzi's the only member who was involved in the writing and composition of Maestro. So I'm excited to see what we have in store. Maybe there's going to be some like Easter eggs in here. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. So let's watch. It's going to be kind of cyberpunky. Oh my god. Mission Maestro. Kind of like a whimsical instrumental. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. He's just like stupid handsome. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. We take pride in our new combinations. Jeez. This must have been so expensive. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty Woozy looks here. Incredible. Like what? Ooh, the blue eyes. Oh. I love the beat and the intensity. Ooh. It's almost like an anti-drop. Also, I'm getting almost like a modern larger than life vibe, like the Backstreet Boys music video Larger Than Life with the robots dancing around and the like extremely dated graphics. The production value of this is just absolutely insane. What? This is something I know I'm gonna have to watch like, oh my god. I was just saying, this is something I feel like I'm gonna have to watch so many times to just like get all of the little pieces and just absorb everything because so much is happening in the best way. Like, look at this. This is art. This is a work of art. But I like that the chorus of this song is la 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 la, and then the next song is LALALI, following the Maestro's lead, never lose the good vibe. And I like this kind of tattered spiderwebby shirt that Dino's got going on. Good life, we go global. They certainly do. So yeah, let's resume. Oh. Oh my gosh. Not this like vigilante Wanu absolutely wrecking all of these, I don't know even what they are. Robots, people, cops. I don't know. They just look like bad guys. We have to go back. We have to watch that again. And those triplets. Makes it techno. Love it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. The elegance. That note was great. The hat, the class. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Oh, they're just trying to kill us, aren't they? They don't even care. So pretty. What's gonna happen? Oh, switch up. Oh, the contrast between the two of them. What? My mind is blown. Oh, that's cool. A big metronome. What do I even say? Who's the real maestro? Good question. Definitely not me, because I feel absolutely just like destroyed by that. It just absolutely delivered second by second by second by second. And I like this new, almost like darker direction that 17's going in. And even though obviously I love the fun, upbeat, happy, almost like theater kid version of 17, I also really like this like darker, more intense, almost more like Stray Kidsy 80s type direction, who I adore, of course. So that is only the highest of compliments. But they're really just showing their versatility. Like, what is it that 17 can't do? And I also just imagine this in concert. Oh my gosh, it would be so good. I really want the dancers, like the backup dancers, to dress up in robot costumes. That would be iconic. But yeah, everything about this was just like A plus 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 plus. I don't know how they're gonna keep upping the bar for themselves and how they're gonna keep delivering. Well, maybe we'll find out with LALALI. But last thing before we move on is I just really like, as like a music nerd and someone who likes to read, some of the different like musical metaphors that were used. You know, look at us in harmony, rise to a crescendo, the tempo for our final movement, like a movement in a piece of music compared to like movement. It's just also clever. So yeah, I don't know how we top this with LALALI, but we're gonna try. Oh, so are we gonna get, is this a hip-hop team song? Because we have Scoops, Wanu Mingyu, and Vernon with Woozy as the writers. So we're gonna get the title track, and then each of the 3 songs are from each of the teams. Guess I could just look it up. Yes, okay, it looks like this is a hip-hop team song. I'm excited. I love a good hip-hop vibe, although I guess we don't actually know yet if it's going to be a hip-hop song, because I feel like the last several songs from the hip-hop team have been hip-hop songs, but then at the same time, this is like an anthology album, so you kind of want to touch on the classics, right? So you might not do like a ballad for the hip-hop team, you would do a hip-hop song. Anyways, there's a very easy way for me to find out if I just watch the video, so let's do that. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Not Ajuma, Vernon. Yes! Vernon on the Ajumas. Here's the beat. Oh. Yeah, they're really bringing the heat here. The green. Ooh. Hot tteokbokki. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is like an out of 10. Oh, there's Wanu. Was wondering where he went. What? Oh my gosh. I'm scared. But I'm not backing off. Okay. We need to stop for a second for my own sanity and well-being. I feel like that's the most like in-your-face, intense rap that I've heard from Wanu before. But yeah, Wanu said, I've been through it all. No one can stop us. I've told you that I'm a monster. Have fun or be doomed. Well, I'm having fun here, but also afraid for my safety because they're about to take me out here. Yeah, back off if you're scared. I can't. There's nothing that could pull me away from this right now. Jump, our energy is at another level. Yes, it most certainly is. No one could stop us on stage. And I like this 70s vibe he's got going on with the little curl. An icon, a true legend. I gotta go back and enjoy that again. I feel like Wanu's just like popping off on this album, which I'm absolutely here for. The like rasp. The wig. Spit on your microphone. Hello? Whoever came up with the idea for the scene, raise for you. Like, what the fuck? But okay, let's keep going. I don't want to. I just love the swagger that is oozing out of them. I saw that. Getting burned alive. We wind you up. Yes, I'm aware. Oh man, they must have had so much fun filming this. Wow, that was something else. But I'm just truly convinced they're trying to kill us. With the Wanu like intense rap, the S-Coups wink, Vernon serving his Ajuma realness, and then don't get me started on Shirtless Mingyu. And the production quality of both of these music videos was just like top notch. This just feels like next level 17, like elevated 17. So this has been a blast so far. I'm very excited to see now what our next two music videos are like. But that will be for future LC to listen to, but will still be past LC for you.
2 weeks later.
All right, friends, we are back in the present, which is still the past. And we're going to resume now with the performance team's spell. I feel like the performance team songs in particular tend to just snatch my wig. If it's anything like I Don't Understand, But I Love You, I know I'm going to love this. But it looks like Uzi, the 8, and Dino participated in the writing. And I've got a new beverage of the day, I guess beverages of the day for this video, which is a Queen Street 501 cider, aka my favorite. If you ever come to Ontario, you have to have one of these for me. If you are of legal drinking age, of course. So crisp. Now let's watch the music video for Spell. He looks so glowing here. Ooh. This beat. Oh! The hip movement. It's giving kind of like Afro beats. Oh, this is like art. Oh my gosh, June. What? Oh my gosh. They're each their own tarot cards. So we have the 8, who is the heart. Hoshi is the wings. Dino the arrow, and June is the Apollo. I have to say, June just looks like extra cunty here in the best way. And I don't know why, but when I first saw Dino, I was like, excuse me, are you Trey-san? But this is all very overwhelming, to the point where I missed that the very first line of this is, every day I'll give it to you, with those undulating hip movements. I like that they have female dancers in this. Also, this is a very random aside about a book series that I just read. I will put the time card on the screen if you want to skip ahead. I recently read the book series Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which is like a fantasy YA. And then there's a whole other spin-off series that's based on this one character who shows up in the second book named Jax. And you know, whenever you read a book, sometimes you'll picture a specific person as that character, and in my head I pictured, for some reason, like Hoshi. Just like the way that the character was described, for whatever reason, like visually made me think of Hoshi. And Jax is like the Jack of Hearts, and then here he is sitting in front of this big heart. So I don't know, I thought that was weird. But you should definitely read that series. And I assume with references to the Apollo that there's some Greek mythology references being made here, who's been recognized as a god of archery, music and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and diseases, the sun and light, poetry, and more. From the time of Homer onward, Apollo was the god of divine distance, the god who made mortals aware of their own guilt and purified them of it. Ooh, so very complex god then. And so we had a symbolic heart, but then also an anatomical heart. My sensitive heart, a dance blooming in a green forest. Also, I'm loving the amount of June in this video. He's really getting like his moment here. But okay, let's keep going. I just love how breezy this is. Speaking of breezy, not the frog. Was that supposed to be the 8? This is gorgeous. I love the orange contrasting with the blue, those like complementary colors. I want to know you. Ooh. I was just gonna say, what language is that? But it's a language only we know. I love the deep voice here from Dino. All of their deep voices. I'm obsessed with their outfits of this. The contrast with those deep vocals and then up to those high falsettos. Bitch. This is like everything. I adore just like the androgyny going on in this video, and again, having female dancers and then male dancers, and there's certain parts where as they go, it's almost hard to know like who's who, because it's just people. It feels like with a song that feels so fluid, it's almost a celebration of gender fluidity, like fluidity period. So yeah, I'm obsessed. Those like icy, that like icy eye makeup is just stunning. And the choreography too has that fluidity to it. Ooh. Got me blushing over here. Imagine this in concert. Ugh. I would not survive that. I don't think anybody would. That was freaking unreal. That surpassed every last expectation I had for this. And this just felt like a work of art in every sense of the word. Art in terms of the fashion, the makeup, the sets, their faces, the choreography, like all of it is just art. And it felt so like expensive, but also like intimate at the same time. Because sometimes something that feels very like expensive and rich can feel almost like cold and distant because, you know, it's a symbol of the unattainable. But they've somehow managed here to blend this feeling of like richness with this like intimacy that almost feels like they're inviting you into their world rather than being like, oh, this is my world and you're lucky to be in it. And I just noticed that June's shirt says, I only sleep with the best. Say more. I feel like the lyrics also establish that feeling of intimacy and closeness really well too, with lyrics like, we just want to drift to sleep, where it's like you feel so comfortable with this person that you can drift off together. Heart like a tidal wave. Move within my eyes. And no need to rush. Keep that vibe of we have all the time in the world together. Like seriously, moment of silence again for this outfit. I actually want this like so badly. I would wear this anywhere I could, to work, the grocery store, going to Home Depot. I would never take it off. I just want to like luxuriate in this music video and this song. I feel like after this, I'm gonna watch this like 10 more times to really just absorb every little piece of it. But okay, let's move on to our final song here from the vocal team, which is Cheers to Youth. Cheers to you, my friend. I'm picturing myself, oh, almost spilled that. I'm picturing myself like clinking glasses with you, like ding, even though technically this is not a glass. But with a song called Cheers to Youth, I almost think of like them saying goodbye to youth, which is like, I feel personally attacked by that, because if they're saying goodbye to youth, what does that make me? I'm 3 and a bit years older than S-Coop, so ancient, I guess. So now for this one, it's just woozy. But anyways, back to the idea of youth. I feel like youth is a mindset. And of course, you know, like genes and whatever obviously has something to do with it. But I think a lot of it is related to your attitude, and that youth is a spirit more than it is like a number, and that you should try to hold on to that as long as you can, and that no one has any right to tell you that you're too old to like something or enjoy something. That's what I say to anyone who thinks, you know, K-pop is just for teenagers. So I'm very curious to see what kind of message they send in this song and what kind of concept the music video is gonna have. So let's watch. Maybe more of like an emotional song. Oh. Oh. Hurtful words make us help. No. Oh, interesting. It seemed like this was gonna have a very like tender tone to it. Now it's really feels very grand. Oh. I get scared when my phone rings. Same. I want to be by myself, but I don't want to be alone. Oh my gosh. The way that just like hits, I feel like any ambiverts out there, this is just like too real. Because like if I had to pick one, introvert versus extrovert, I'd definitely say like I'm more extroverted than introverted. But at the same time, like I find being around people for a really long time can be super draining, and I like need that alone time to recharge. So this idea of like being by yourself but not wanting to be alone, I feel like, you know, if I'm alone for too long, I start to get this feeling, especially if I feel like I've been having a struggle in particular, like a, you know, mental health struggle of some kind. We've all been there. And, you know, lately has been one of the most like stressful and busy times of my career, which is why I haven't been uploading as much, like multiple 12-hour days. So at the end of the day, I just want to like curl up into a ball and decompress. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be by myself. I want my husband there. So yeah, this like really resonates. So it seems like they're all in these different stages of life, but at the same time, not really, because it's almost like different ways of experiencing different times of youth and different ways of being young, but in different ways are seeing it almost like pass them by. Because with Joshua, you know, he's just like wasting his youth away in a cubicle, and with DK it's spent studying, and it can be really hard if it's someone like me who's been really, really busy with work to take a step back and just appreciate where you're at and be present. So I hope that's where this is going, is that they learn to embrace more of the present and the now. I did okay. Wasn't easy, wasn't too bad either. Still find little things that make me smile. I love that they're comforting each other. And the voices are so beautiful in this. Because it almost feels like no matter what you're going through, if you have people with you that you love, it makes things so much more bearable. I almost think of like the hierarchy of needs, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where you can't really get to that fifth stage, that most like fulfilled stage, until you have that middle tier, which is that like strong social structure and relationships. So they can't get to this place of appreciating those little things in life unless they have that really solid foundation of having each other. So this is just like very touching. The sweetness of this is just like, oh. Oh gosh, how many of you were crying watching this? If you were, I get it. Oh my gosh, is that supposed to be Hoshi? Yeah, this is just like beyond touching. Oh, I feel like we've been through the ringer with these 4 songs. Like, they couldn't be more different from one another in terms of their vibe, because this feels like very reminiscent and nostalgic. But in a way, it's kind of funny because it's not nostalgic, and it's more so about being present and not dwelling on the past or thinking too much about the future. And then this line of, and though their hurtful words make us hate ourselves more, let's try not to care. Like, let's try to leave it behind. And I feel like the choice of putting try in here and not just being like, let's not care, but saying let's try not to care is particularly smart, because it's just like, you know, baby steps. Sometimes that's what can disappoint us, is when we try to make a change and the change that we reach for is just like a little too big. So if we don't get to that point, we feel like we've failed somehow. But it's just like, let's start by trying not to care, and just trying is enough. And everything will be fine because I will love myself as I am. Like, it makes me think of that RuPaul line, like, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? But it's true. And again, it's not saying I'll love myself, period. It's loving myself as I am, implying that, you know, like, I'm not perfect, but I'm still gonna love myself. Again, too, I feel like this song is really touching on so many things of like, you don't have to be perfect, and just trying to not be perfect or accepting that you will never be perfect is so important to being happy. So yeah, this is incredibly touching, and thank you, Uzi, for writing such a thoughtful song, because I feel like so many of these things that they're talking about, I figured out way too late. It's one of those things where it's like, I wish I had someone to tell me these things when I was in my early 20s, when I was a teenager. So I really hope that those of you who are teenagers, who are in your early 20s, are hearing this, because like, it's true. Or hey, even if you are in your 40s, in your 50s, however old you are, it doesn't matter how late in life this resonates with you, as long as it does at some point, then that's really what matters. But ideally, as early as possible. So friends, what a spectacular batch of 4 songs and music videos here. We went through a roller coaster of emotion, but it was worth it. I think Maestro and Spell were my favorite songs, but as usual, I would love to hear all of your thoughts. I would love to chat with all of you in the comments about these 4 songs. It's always my favorite part of all of this, is getting to hear from you and find out what you think. So I don't know what's coming next for 17, because I believe now that S-Coups needs to enlist before the end of the year, right? And so will Junghan, but now Joshua, because he's technically American, right? But anyways, I don't want to think about that right now. I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, would love to hear from you, but until next time, I hope you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.